Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Richmond Musicians' first radio show, online, easy access. And just to let you guys know, my name is Armond Granger. I am the president or CEO of Richmond Musicians. I started this company. And real quick, before we get into the show, let me explain a little bit about Richmond Musicians and what exactly it is. Now, most of you people see it online, Facebook, and you see it as an opportunity, I guess, just to post stuff. But in all reality, we're kind of like a record label, but it's more like a new style record label. And it's a record label that allows everyone to be included. So based on how well you do and how well your songs are produced and so forth, will determine how popular you end up being at the end of the day. And I'll go further into that. So basically, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, we are here to help you, but on a grander scale. It's a bit more than just retweeting something or just posting something on the Facebook page. So in the meantime, sit tight and listen, because we have a great show with a lot of great information for you. And here we go. Now, introducing the lovely Miss Allyson.
Kennedy. Hi.
She's gonna be with us today as one of the official radio hosts, co-hosts, who came on time. We also have another host who is not here because he's late. Well, it's all right. We will have to penalize him somehow. But all right, and I guess just something, Allyson, just tell us about yourself, please.
Okay. Well, I'm a graduate student at VCU, and I'm studying science, but I've always loved music, and I studied it in high school and in college, and now I'm in a band with a bunch of other graduate students, and yeah, that's pretty much all I do is science and music.
Super cool. What's the name of the band?
The band's name is Allyson Blue, which is a science term.
Okay.
Because we're nerds, and yeah.
Because this shows how bad my reading skills are. I was like, oh, it's Allyson Blue, and her name is Allyson. All right, well,
yeah. People think that sometimes, but it's just kind of cool that it sort of looks like my name.
Lead singer, I believe?
Yes, I'm the singer.
Cool. Well, that is certainly what's up. Just so you guys know, I already kind of introduced myself as president CEO, but I'm also a musician. I'm currently attending Full Sail University for music business, so I'm very much business oriented, and I love business stuff. But music has always been my first love. So, yeah, now, like Allyson, I'm a singer as well. But I also play various instruments too. Guitar, piano, I compose beats, I rap. Just about everything. Never got to play in the tuba, though. Tubas seems pretty rough. I don't think I have that much wind power to do that. But other than that, yes, musicians, all musicians here. And other guy who did not make it, he's not allowed to introduce himself when he comes in. But more importantly, let's go into the first topic, which is something that's plaguing everybody in this city, is the problems with the Richmond music scene. I don't know, just off the bat, like what's something you feel is a problem?
I feel there are a lot of musicians in Richmond, like a lot of people in bands, but there is not a scene for them. There's no forum for communication, and it seems sort of negative too, the scene that is there, where musicians will sort of just talk about other musicians negatively.
That is true.
That's what I've seen.
I agree. One thing, I was talking to a guy on the Facebook page. He was like, yeah, man, you know, oh yeah, I posted up the status saying it was rough being an entrepreneur. He was like, well, yeah, if you think it's rough, you know, how about being a metal band that plays all original music? And I was like, oh, really? How about being a pop artist and the only pop artist in Richmond? It's like no one wants to play with you at all because they just. But no, that's a very good point. And I think that's interesting and something that certainly needs to be taken care of, or at least try to. Hopefully, we can persuade people to start working together and doing stuff like that. Which kind of brings you to another issue with the Richmond scene, and online etiquette is something that everyone sees. It's out there on Facebook, but I don't think it's been thrown out in the open. Like, for instance, I'm sure you've had plenty of people just spam you with events for whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, personally, when people spam you, I guess how do you feel about it? Like, is it
I just ignore it. You know, if it's something that like it doesn't seem applicable to me or something that I'm interested in, I just ignore it. I won't even read about it.
Yeah.
Because I know that it was just sort of like a mass, you know, thing sent out.
They're just handing you stuff. No, I definitely agree. I'm the same way. No, actually, that's, and a lot of you guys need to understand, especially the musicians that are listening, and you guys always want me to promote stuff, but if you guys looked at how many events that I get, it's thousands.
Yeah.
It is thousands of events, and people don't seem to understand that. And that's one thing too, even though you may not have as many friends as me, but it's okay.
I don't.
But you can still understand that there's a bunch of people that are always doing stuff. And even if it's not just one group, like it's multiple groups that are all sending you different stuff. And at the end of the day, most people do other things during their time. They're not always sorting through Facebook. So, but yeah, that's definitely something a lot of people need to work on. Personally, I feel having stuff in moderation, and then make sure when you're doing an event, it's something like really special. Like, I didn't post any events until this radio show. So the response was, in the first 2 days, like 100 people they saw it and they're like, all right. So just a lesson for you guys out there trying to promote stuff. You know, you don't want to promote every single thing happening. Like, I mean, if you're that bored, I don't know what to say, but so I don't know. That's definitely something. And then two, solely relying on Facebook.
Yeah, just for promotion. Only promoting on Facebook, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's normally not
because
a good idea.
because it's so easy to ignore it on Facebook. You see an event and you're like, whatever. I just don't even feel like reading what that is, you know. But if you have flyers and you post them out, you know, like on VCU's campus, somebody will like see it. They'll be standing there waiting for something and they're gonna read it, and then maybe they'll show up. Maybe they'll come to your show. But it's just so much easier on Facebook to ignore.
Yeah, and the thing too about that is, in general, you still want to promote stuff on Facebook, but like Allyson was saying when you put flyers out there and you literally go out and tell people, maybe message people on your phone, it just gives it that much more reinforcement. Because if it was just flyers, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's a flyer in my car. Yeah, get this off. But but if the whole thing is, that's the whole thing with marketing too. It's just the idea, not only Facebook, but don't hound people in that, but you also want to do the legwork outside, flyers, telling your friends to pass the word, messaging people and be like, hey, real important event, trying to have a huge turnout, and make sure, like I said from before, the event is special. So that's certainly something that's you guys have to start doing. Please, just
and utilizing other social media outlets.
Oh, do tell.
Like Twitter and Instagram. The more you have, the larger your audience is that's going to see it. So, like, I have friends that have started a literary magazine. They have a Facebook page and an Instagram, which you might not intuitively, you're like, why? What does Instagram have to do with writing? But you take pictures of things that inspire them to write. And it keeps interest in the magazine, and it's like branding. It's branding the magazine, really. And you can do that with a band as well, because you have to brand yourself if you want people to find out about you.
Very true. Yeah, so having stuff, your Twitter, Instagram, all that, because I know some of my friends, like good friend of mine, shout out to Hero the Artist. He's mainly on he's on Twitter a lot. He's on Twitter way more than he is on Facebook, or at least from what I can tell. So if you're always on one thing and you don't realize that more people may gravitate towards something else, you could miss out on any potential, I should say, clients or customers for whatever it is you're trying to do. So take that in, absorb it, and understand it.